Hello everyone, welcome to NintenDormant, the podcast where we discuss Nintendo games that have been left on the shelf. I'm your host George Banks, and I'm joined once again by my resident guests John and Josh. John, Josh, hello!
Hello!
I think that's the first time I haven't said either of your surnames. I'm sorry. Do you feel like we've gotten to a place where it's too informal now?
We're now really familiar with each other. So.
Really familiar. John and Josh. I think I always say John Cartwright and Josh Goldie. I don't know how I feel. Should we do a take two?
You know, I
think it's fine.
we'll make up for it. Mm-hmm. Whenever we see each other in real life, we'll just address at all times by full
Master
name.
Cartwright,
full
Master
names.
Goldie.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I think
Mr.
that's good. Maybe
Banks,
bow.
please.
Curtsy. Yeah.
We won't even
Whatever
say
we
the
feel
first name, just second name.
Cartwright!
Hey, Banks.
Yeah, public schoolboy style. If you're watching the show, you'll notice a few changes this week. So I have shifted things around where I normally record. There's a big pile of messy games behind me, and my face looks slightly scary from the lights. But I think the biggest change is probably John, who's in... looks like he's in some sort of futuristic prison. John, what's
Help
happened?
me! Help!
You don't...
Help!
It's genuinely quite distressing. What has happened to you?
I had a few mishaps the other day. So the first mishap, turned on my studio light and just didn't turn on. I thought maybe it's the bulb, changed the bulb. Nope, just not working anymore. So my studio lights they're out of here. And then when I was recording something, my camera was on top of a tripod, and the tripod was at this strange angle where just knocking it was clearly going to knock it over, and I thought this would be fine. And my tripod went tumbling down, and my camera lens got like smacked out of place. And so the good part of the story is I've been planning to get a new camera lens anyway.
Okay,
Good.
there
So
we go. Fate
it's
is
It's more of a
just
motivator
for
to
sure.
finally do it.
It's all fine.
But I'd still rather not break it. So I've broken my camera and broken my lights.
Oh my good God. Okay. Well, that made you feel sad. I'm hoping that you were cheered up by the Mario Galaxy trailer. What did you guys think? Josh, did you catch it live? Did you see it later on? What did you think?
I saw it later on, but not much later on. Like 30 or 40 minutes or so. It was good. I don't know why I didn't think of Brie Larson at all to play Rosalina, because in hindsight, it's like an incredibly obvious choice for the character. I just didn't clock in my head until they said it, and then I was like, oh, okay.
They spent half the trailer on that Mario and Luigi and Bowser scene.
Yeah.
So
Which was excellent.
it was really good.
Yeah.
But upon rewatches, it's like, we didn't actually see that much of the movie, did we? You get like maybe a minute of actual other cuts.
To be fair, I think the first trailer for the first film also did that.
That's
as
true.
well.
That was just like Mario arriving in the Mushroom Kingdom, wasn't it?
And then like a
What
couple
is
shots
this
of
place?
Peach and Bowser, and then I think maybe there's one shot of Donkey Kong.
No Yoshi in this trailer, which is strange.
Yeah.
That feels like the entire thing they were building up towards, and there's like, nah, we're just going to space. Just space time.
He'll be there. Maybe they've Sonic the Movie it though, and he's like, got sort of like hideous, like the original incarnation where he's got like hideous real teeth.
I'm not sure.
Everyone is animated, but he is.
Just a
realistic
realistic dinosaur lizard kind of thing. That would be very cool.
Same model
Yoshi
from the 1993 film.
He got leaked on a cookie box, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
On American Cookies. His
Did he?
design was on there.
Those Brie cookie box for the Mario film has Yoshi and Mario on it.
Oh my God, I've not seen it. I have to see it. All right, I'll check it out.
He looks like you could eat him.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
My only complaint, he looks like very squishy. He looks like a very squishy boy.
like a little marshmallow.
Yeah, my only complaint about that cookie box is if they're going to do Yoshi cookies, they should do the Yoshi cookies.
Yoshi cookies?
Of course.
Come on,
Instead,
guys.
it seems like they've done just Yoshi egg cookies and maybe some cookies based on planets, but that's not right. It should be Yoshi cookies.
And obviously, everybody's a super fan of games from 30 years ago and knows what the cookies should be. It's not just weird people like us.
No, of course it's not.
And before they needed the license from Tetris for it.
What do you guys think about Bowser Jr. in this movie?
He's terrifying. His
eyes are real. He's like real eyes on a
just not right.
CG body.
My kids love the original film, but I'm quite scared to I don't know if they're a little bit too little for it. Like with his little moving electric mouth thing, he's quite scary.
That was cool. It's
from Mario Wonder.
I really like the Mario Wonder. Instead of just having the Shadow Mario transformation, they've just got rid of that, and now they have it turn into the Mario Wonder version of Bowser Jr. And it does make me think. I've seen this speculated around, so I'm not going to claim like I'm the originator of this idea, that we're going to get like Fury Bowser as the final antagonist, because it's the same sort of concept. I'm pretty sure it's like weird black paint or whatever in Bowser's Fury that turns him into that. So that would be one way.
When I saw Bowser painting at the beginning of the trailer, I was like, we're doing colour splash. Bowser's Fury makes a lot more sense.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to take a lot of credit for now, but our first episode of this podcast, John, you'll remember that I pitched Mario Galaxy 3, which pulls on every era of Mario, which feels like that's what's happening in this film as well. So I feel like Illumination probably listened in. They probably went, that's a great idea. We're going to take
scrap the original plan.
Yeah, scrap everything we've done already.
That Mario World movie we were making, down the drain.
Forget
Galaxy.
about it. They listened to this podcast in January and they banged this out in 11 months. It makes perfect sense. I mean, I don't know if we've spoken about this already, but do we feel like it's possibly heading towards another Galaxy game? It feels mad that it wouldn't be, especially because we've not had a Mario game for Switch 2.
I wouldn't rule it out. I'm not going to say yes, absolutely, but there's definitely another 3D Mario game in development, and
what's Koizumi up to? Huh?
Exactly. And it's either going to be. There's a very high chance it could be just another 3D world-like game. But if it was a 3D Mario, I think I could see it being Galaxy 3. They know that's the most popular line of them. There's the whole movie building up towards it. I
think because you've got Odyssey as well already on Switch. You've got like the kind of ultimate open exploration version of Mario available on the console. So having like a course clear style with the planetoid mechanics just makes sense. It makes sense to have something different.
Yeah, and
it does. We've not seen movies influence games on Nintendo's side yet. It's still fairly young. They've barely done any films, but it feels like they would let the games influence the movies rather than the other way around. But it's all kind of a big circle, though, isn't it? Because you've got the Galaxy re-releases, you've got all the merch, like the Rosalina storybook. It could just be all, to bolster the movie, but it feels like something could be leaning that way, though, right?
Yeah.
And if we're saying that like the movies are maybe going to influence the games, then presumably in the next Pikmin game, you will be just carrying small infants to the pod to generate wealth.
How many Pikmin can you make with a small human child? That's all.
I think 100 purple Pikmin could probably manage it. I think. What did 100? There is something, isn't there? Something that 100 purple Pikmin lift up in the.
Yeah,
it's
like 1,000 points. It's like the hardest thing to get in Pikmin 2, I'm pretty sure.
What is it, though? I can't remember. What's the thing?
Don't remember.
Maybe it was a baby.
Yeah, maybe
it was just a baby.
Yeah.
We thought it was so dark that we all just blocked it out of our mind from then.
It was also very funny. After the Mario trailer, Miyamoto went, "You can watch the Pikmin shorts on Nintendo today." It's like, you had to throw it in somewhere, didn't you?
Just put them in a normal place as well, that everyone can watch them, but no.
Miyamoto will take any opportunity to advertise Pikmin.
There's going to be Pikmin in there. Yes, I mean, a Mario Galaxy 3 game, even if it was based on the movie, I would just adore it. That is a game and a series that I really want to come back. But we are going to play another little game right now. Yes, it's time for the NintenDormant Quickfire quiz. 2 rounds, fastest finger first, followed by a player pass for double points. And as always, John and Josh, or as they're known this week, Kirby's Epic Jan and Yarn Josh will be picking their buzzers. So, Yarn Josh, let's start with you. What would you like for your buzzer this week?
Let's keep it nice and simple. Let's keep it on theme. I want King Dedede's laugh, but I specifically want the one from Super Smash Brothers where it's Sakurai doing it.
Oh, nice. Can you give me a hit of that, what it's like? Something like that. Yes, absolutely classic. That was a very good impression. Well done. John, are you staying on theme?
No.
Okay.
Can I have whatever the jingle is for Nintendo 3DS Health and Safety?
Isn't it just ba-bum, ba-bum? Is that it?
Maybe. I feel like it's got a more distinct jingle.
Maybe. God, it's been a long time. I mean, we're going to get into it, but this game was the absolute death knell for the 3DS. So maybe that is on theme, John. Maybe that is quite fitting for this quiz. I will source the health and safety jingle from 3DS.
The 3DS
sure,
flatlining.
Why not? Why not? Okay, well, if we've got our buzzers, let's crack on with the quiz. Not a lot of trivia for this one. Let's see. It's been a long time since this game's been around, so let's cast our mind back. Let's see how you do. Fingers on buzzers, please. Question 1, here we go. Kirby's Epic Yarn was the first console release for the pink puffball after a gap of 7 years, but what was the last Kirby console game before it? Oh, it's Yarn John.
Oh wait, are we talking mainline games or spin-offs?
Just any Kirby game.
Okay.
okay.
Yeah, it'll be Kirby Air Ride.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. How could I not? How could I not mention Kirby Air Ride?
In the spirit of
I was going to
things.
say 64.
Yeah,
but
I was
right.
about to just say 64, and then I thought, wait a minute.
Cheeky.
Hold on.
Yes, I mean the sequel to that game, 22 years later, is coming out tomorrow. If you're listening to this on the day that we release it, it's coming out tomorrow. So I'm hopeful that in 7 years' time we'll get a new Kirby's Epic Yarn game, and we can look back at our predictions today. What do we think it's likely? Do we think it's going to follow this trend?
Absolutely. That's the
Lock
only
it
reason
in.
why they're sitting on it.
Lock it in.
Telling you right now, 2032. Kirby's Epic Yarn 2. It's coming. 1 point to Josh. Fingers on buzzers, please. Question 2. Here we go. I just buzzed instead of resetting it. I want to play. Right, question 2. Here we go. So, while searching for food in Dreamland, Kirby stumbles upon a sorcerer who transports him to another world. But what is the sorcerer's name? Oh no! This is not going to be a good quiz. Okay, I'm going to have to do multiple choice. Fingers and buzzers. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't written multiple choice. I'm going to have to make up some sorcerer sounding names. Is it Willy Woolly? Is it Yin Yan? Josh.
Yin Yang.
Yeah, it's Yin Yan.
I wish it was Willy Woolly.
I couldn't think of it. I couldn't think of anything to go with woolly, like Bully Woolly. Maybe Bully. Oh, Bully Woolly's quite good.
Yeah,
Bully Wooly's better than Willy Woolly.
Bully Woolly's. I'm actually going to write down Bully Woolly for my pitch quickly because I'm quite pleased with that. Let's go. Yes, Yin Yan.
Yeah.
Not
I knew
not
I'd
a
remember
memorable
when I heard
villain
it.
then. Yeah.
I know what I remember what he looks like.
Same.
Yeah, I just don't remember his name because it's a Kirby name and it could be anything.
Yin Yan. Yeah. Quite forgettable for me, but good game, forgettable boss. But yes, Yin Yan. 2 points to Josh. Question 3. Fingers on buzzers, please. Here we go. All right. So, Yin Yan transports Kirby to a new land to save, but what is the name of that land?
You can't keep asking us the name of things.
I know. This quiz is mainly the name of things. It's not. Okay, fingers. I can't believe. Okay, fingers on buzzers. Is it A, Woolly Land? What is it? Okay, is it A, Woolly Land, B, Quilt Land, or C, John's buzzed in?
It's probably too early. Is it Quiltland?
It's not Quiltland,
Okay.
John. Okay. So, Josh, is it A, Woolland, or C, Patchland?
I'm gonna go with Patchland.
Oh, what a shock!
If I had listened to all those options, I would have gone for Patchland.
Also, it's the fact that I just completely corpsed when I said Woolland as well because it's so ridiculous. Sorry, I feel like I've let you down there, John. I'm so sorry. Yes. Memorable Patchland that he said. And do you remember you've got to sew the patches back together?
Yeah,
I remember that.
It's like a quilt.
Yes, exactly. Which is why I said Quiltland. Which is why it makes sense. And
Yes.
I was about to say Mum shop at Quiltland, which is a bad joke about a phrase for Iceland, which is going to be so alien to so many people listening to this podcast. I'm not going to pursue that joke.
Is that
3
even
points
the current
to Josh.
slogan? Is that what they still say?
It's quite sexist, isn't it? So there's a shopping chain in the UK, if you're not from here, called Iceland, and their slogan was literally, was it Mums go to Iceland or Mums shop at Iceland?
I thought it was Mums always shop at Iceland.
It's like, that's why mums go to Iceland.
Yes,
Yes.
That's what they always said.
So funny. And
But
just like,
the worst of them all, though was Yorkie.
Yeah,
back
I
in
was
the
about
day.
to bring up
What was
Yorkie.
Yorkie?
They used what's Yorkie? The chocolate bar Yorkie.
Yeah, but what was the slogan?
So the O in Yorkie used to have a picture of a woman on with a no symbol through it, and the slogan was Yorkie, it's not for girls.
Oh my god, yes! I completely
All the adverts are like
that.
girls dressed up as guys trying to buy Yorkies and getting
completely gone out of my head. I can't believe I forgot about that. I've got a really funny thing about Yorkies. So there's how do you describe Yorkies? Yorkies are like segmented chocolate, right? Like you've got like a block and then like another block, and they're kind of all.
But it's
together.
like extra thick chocolate.
A good chocolate,
but not for women to bite through.
No,
hence, jaws,
not for girls. Sure. Right, anyway. Oh god, so many filthy things to say. No. But basically after my son was born, it took a long time for him to be born, and sort of bleary-eyed went down to the hospital vending machine and I ate a Yorkie biscuit and raisin. So I have a weird thing now where every time I eat a Yorkie and biscuit raisin, it makes me think about my son, which is very strange. So yes, Yorkie biscuit and raisin, not for girls. Which is quite lucky that it was a boy. Right, 3 points to Josh. Fingers and buzzers. Come on, John, let's get some points on the board.
It's not looking good. All right, let's go.
This is another name one, so we're going to do really well.
There's at least
fingers
one name one that I think both of us would be able to get immediately.
Hopefully.
Well, you're welcome to hit the buzzer as soon as I start saying the question. Upon arriving in Patchland, John...
Prince Fluff.
Yeah!
You did it.
There's not a lot. There's not a lot to say. Okay, I'm going to say the question. So, upon arriving in Patchland, Kirby befriends a blue-crowned individual called what? Yes, it's Prince Fluff. I love Prince Fluff.
Everyone likes Prince Fluff. The only memorable thing from Epic Yarn, clearly.
He's got like his big, thick, bushy eyebrows and like the sort of white eyes with the thing and the yellow. I think if they made a Kirby kind of movie, it'd have to be Eugene Levy because he's got the matching brows basically with Prince Fluff.
And they should always cast actors who look like the characters. That's the way to do it, yeah.
Chris Pratt, as I like famously with his very large round nose. Good, John. 1 point. Well done.
Here we go.
This next question is not a naming one.
Ooh.
So, I know. Listen, you're so excited, both of you. Right, fingers on buzzers. This is the last one for fastest finger first. Here we go. Treasure chests are scattered about the levels, which sees Kirby collecting beads, music discs, and what else? Oh, it's John.
There's beads, there's music discs, and there's also badges, right? Like sticker badge things? No?
Do you remember, Josh?
Are they patches?
No.
Okay. Oh, well, I think I actually do remember. I think I've just suddenly remembered it.
Go on.
It's like furniture for a house.
Yes.
Are the furniture's not like badges though?
Well, yeah. This. I mean, I suppose this is where it's kind of debatable, right? Because it's furniture, but I suppose they're.
I'm willing to let John have it.
Okay, we'll give it to John. Yes, they are kind of like.
It feels like a pity point.
Yeah.
I'd take it.
I was going to say patches, but with the intention that it was also badges, etc. I just thought Epic Yarn would have a more yarn-focused name for it.
So weird that you have a customizable bedroom in this game.
And it's called a flat in the European version.
Yes.
And an apartment, I think. There's a few like weird westernizations.
Do you remember the one early on in the game where it's describing what the land is like?
Feels like trousers.
Yeah. Yes, obviously feels like pants in America, but we've got feels like trousers. Yes. Is it a flat? They definitely call it a flat. I can't remember.
I think they call it a flat. Yeah.
Oh, it's so good. Yeah, I spent a lot of time decorating that weird little room, which is barely interactable as well. You sort of just plop things down and then jump around them. It's not the best decorating game. Did you do much decorating in those games?
I
remember padding my place out.
But it's so long ago. It's like you said. It's just putting something down and being like, cool. Next play.
That looks good.
Off to the next
Move
area.
on. Help out the other residents. Move on. Right. 3 points to 2 there for Josh. So you go first, Josh, as we move into play or pass. Are you ready for your first question?
I guess so.
You're not. So, Extra Epic Yarn sees some new mini-games added to the proceedings. But what was the name of Meta Knight's mini-game? Was it A, Cut and Thread, B, Slash and Bead, or C, Dash and Knit?
John, what do you think?
Play. Oh, are you passing it?
Yes, I'm passing it.
Oh, he's passing it. John, take the lead here.
It feels like there's a more plausible one in there. Can you say them one more time quickly?
Yes. So we've got A, Cut and Thread, B, Slash and Bead, or C, Dash and Knit.
I think it's Slash and Bead.
Oh, he takes the 2 points.
Oh,
he goes into the lead. Yes.
Ooh.
Slash and Bead. I couldn't think of sort of synonyms for Slash and Bead which would work.
Yeah.
And plus, I thought that none of us have probably. Did you guys ever play Extra Epic Yarn? It's like the rarest.
I did actually.
Do you own it?
I felt like it undermined the core concept of the game.
Yeah.
It has power-ups to it.
A lot of people hate it, which I discovered researching this game. Did you buy it, or have you just played it?
I think I reviewed it a while ago.
Ah, amazing. Okay.
Yeah, the mini games were fine. Like the side modes were all kind of cool, but they added these weird power-ups to the game where like Kirby could just tear through everything.
Yeah,
with like traditional power-ups, and it
like a sword. Bang,
just didn't feel right.
Just completely ruined the game, huh?
Yeah,
the flow of it. They didn't think it through. We'll get more into that, but for now, John, this is your question for Player Pass. Are you ready? Question 2.
I'm ready.
So, speaking of the extra mini games that were added, what was the name of Day Day Days? Was it A, Day 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 Go Go Go, B, Day 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 Run Run Run, or C, Day 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 Drum Drum Drum?
Drum Drum Drum, I think.
You think wrong.
Yeah.
Josh
Go Go Go
takes the point.
Oh no! Sorry.
Well, he gets the point anyway, but yes, it's Go Go Go.
Yeah,
Day
I
Day
was
Day.
going to say Go Go Go. Drum 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 is Triple Deluxe.
Yes,
That's it.
Yes, which was really good. I do love the Kirby minigames actually when they're in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they did them. They did them really well. They didn't really. I guess they did have them in Forgotten Land. That's what I guess the burger mini game, like the restaurant mini game and the fishing mini game.
A little
forgettable.
Yeah, they're not like they don't feel like full on mini games. Like the ones on the 3DS were big enough that they could make them into 3DS eShop games.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Re-releases.
Yeah. Oh, we can make some serious cash out of this. Yeah. Good. Get it on there. That has tied it up. I'm upset with you guys because that's tied it up 4 for 4. So we are in trouble. I'm not going to be able to. I can make up a tiebreaker. Okay, Josh, your last question for Player Pass. Are you ready?
Yep. Sure.
Oh, this is an easier one, weirdly. Okay, at the end of the game, what is Kirby gifted that would allow him to return to Patchland? No multiple choice. You just got to access the memory banks.
Oh
yeah. He's given something. There's something that takes him to Patchland and he's given something to go back there. Or put him back home. Maybe I could give you multiple choice. Should I give you multiple choice? John, what do you think?
I think we should give him multiple choice.
Yeah. Okay. Is it A, a hat, B, a sock, or C, a beaded necklace?
I'm gonna pass again.
Oh, I was about to say John's smiling, so I think John might know. John, do you know?
I'm smiling because I can't remember. Can I pass it back?
No, he was bluffing. You got a 1 in 3 chance. Is it a hat, a sock, or a beaded necklace that would bring him back to Patchland?
A sock feels really familiar. But it's not right, is it?
Are you going with a sock?
Yeah, I'm going with a sock.
It's a sock!
Okay, that's why it feels familiar. Okay.
I just thought it was funny that you said a sock feels familiar. It's like, but you wear socks every day. They would.
I did. I thought sock initially, but then I started second guessing myself, and then I couldn't figure it out.
Yin Yan's got a little sock around his neck or something at the start of the game, which he sucks Kirby into to go to Patchland, and then do you remember intervals in the game? There's a bit of story. And it's great. King Dedede's got all of his Waddle Dees sort of wandering around, and then there's one that walks past that's a thread one. He's just like, hang on, what's going on? And then they have to go back to Dreamland, which is turning all thready and stuff. It's very good. It's a good game.
It is a very good game. It feels like we don't know it at all in this quiz, but I think it's a game that's really good in the moment. It doesn't necessarily have
not one you're going to go back to.
Yeah, it's a game I've never been motivated to really go back and play.
Yes.
Afterwards.
I had a thought about that, and so I'm going to touch on that, Josh, because I agree with you, but something has shifted for me, which I feel like maybe means I'm going to go back. Anyway, last one. So, John, you are now 6 points to 4. So you have to get this one, or I hope that Josh gets it wrong. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. So Kirby's Epic Yarn saw 8 Metamortex transformations. So not like the ones where you become a car when you're walking along or a big weight and things, like special transformations. There are 8, I think.
Don't make me name them all.
Oh no, there's like 10. Sorry, there may be 10. Can you name 5? 5 transformations. So half.
Okay,
half.
I'll try. So
there's some memorable ones off the bat.
There's the big mech one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh no, I shouldn't be saying anything. Right.
No, there could be a big mech one.
Be
do we count the? Is the surfboard one? I think it is. There's the surfboard one.
Okay.
Oh god, I'm struggling after 2.
You could have passed it. You always do this. You just gun in and they go.
A UFO.
Okay.
UFO. So we got mech, surfboard, UFO, and then oh no. I think I'm gonna have to pass it. I'm drawing blank here.
Josh, you get right. Well, Josh, I tell you what, because normally you would just get the 1 point, but I am going to give you the opportunity to wrap it up with the 2 points.
Okay. So we had.
Hang on. Does that work for play or pass? Because then surely you could just tank it, and I think I might have just exposed a flaw in this game.
Yeah, I think we may have.
Yeah.
I don't think I should. I shouldn't have named 3 transformations before passing it either. That was a fatal mistake.
Maybe you get the 2 points.
I get 2 points if I get it right.
You get the 2 points. Yeah, no, you just get the 2 points. I think that's how Play or Pass has to work, because otherwise there's no jeopardy. How many episodes are we? Like 42 or something? Just figuring this out. Okay, so Josh, you get the 2 points, but can you name me any other? I can confirm that UFO and it's called Tank Bot, and the surfer, which I think is called Spin Border. You're throwing some balloons up. And then surfer. Yes, so they are 3. Can you name any others, Josh? Any from memory?
Shouldn't have named any.
I tell you, right, every time I tell you one, you're going to go, oh yeah, which is exactly what happened to me when I was reading about them.
Are they all? Well, I guess you can't answer. What are they? What are they called? The transformations again?
Metamortex transformations.
Just so I can Google it.
Yeah. What did you say that was?
How do you spell that?
For some reason I want to say there's like a fire truck, but I don't think that's right.
Yes,
there is.
No, there was a fire truck. Yeah, and like shoots out strands of blue.
Okay, my
string, and that knocks it down. See, it's all in there.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, the tank is a robot. We've said that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm going to go through them. We've got fire truck, UFO, where you suck up the enemies, tank bot, which is just the absolute best.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember this one? Off-roader. He gets like big chunky wheels, and he can like jump and stuff on platforms. He goes on really quick.
I do remember that.
Dolphin turns into dolphin.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I didn't remember that.
Digger, which I don't really remember Digger very much, but you like dig tunnels through.
There was a level specifically for
yes.
Not too far in.
Okay.
The spin border surfer. There's the train, which was rubbish.
I didn't remember that.
The rocket, which I think is like
rocket.
vertical scrolling ones. Like
Rocket
Thunderbird 2 style rocket.
Rocket was in my mind as well, but I couldn't remember if I was mixing it with UFO.
I'm just concerned that I've said the wrong Thunderbird. Is it Thunderbird 3? Who cares? It's not a Thunderbird podcast. And then
someone's going to be really upset about that.
I think
someone's going to be really upset.
3's the red one.
3's the red one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks. It's Thunderbird 3. It's Thunderbird 3. And 2's the one that drops the. How can I forget 2? It's the best one. Yeah. This isn't a Thunderbirds podcast. And then Starship, which is like it's on a cloud, and it's like a side-scrolling shooter, and he shoots.
Oh, the classic, the stars.
Yeah, it's a great one, but one that I don't really remember. I cannot believe you have made me have to think of a tie-break question for this quiz. I specifically asked you not to do this. Okay. Oh no!
It's fine. Just pull into your epic yarn knowledge.
Well, I was just thinking about there's like more naming ones I've got, but I can't do those because I'm not going to know them. There's like a bead character called Zeke. Do you remember Zeke?
Nope.
No.
Love Zeke.
Love Zeke. He's diamond shaped. He's very cool.
As long as you don't make one of the multiple choice options Wooly, then I think we'll be fine.
I've got it. All right. Fingers and buzzers. Fingers and buzzers. No, I got it.
There.
All right. So, yes, we mentioned the Metamorphics transformation tank bot, but which classic Kirby boss do you take on in this guise?
Ooh.
Oh, it's John. John's taking the risk.
I can't remember the answer, so I'm going to give you some other trivia. In Yoshi's Woolly World, there's a song called Yoshi and Cookie, and it's the same intro as a Woolly World, as a Epic Yarn song. That's quite cool.
That is pretty
Thanks,
cool.
John.
Let's just reuse.
It's not even. It's literally nothing to do with it.
Is it
Josh?
Is it Wispy Woods?
It's Wispy Woods.
Yeah.
Yes, well done. Yeah. I mean, very interesting, John.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Developed by the same people. I will search that tidbit. But that means at the end of that thrilling quiz full of trivia we all knew, John, you have 6 points, but Josh, you have 7 points. Well done.
Very
you
close.
win the quiz
Very
this week.
close. I'm glad my
Very
knowledge
close.
could come in handy for.
I will do a better quiz next time that isn't just name this thing from a game from 15 years ago. Yes, Josh, you won the quiz, so you'll be going first as we move into the main event. So yes, the game we are talking about this week is Kirby's Epic Yarn. I nearly said Kirby's Dream Land. That's the wrong game.
That's the game you wish we were talking about.
so memorable. Yes, is Kirby's Epic Yarn. A quick history lesson for those who don't know. Released across 2010 and 2011, Kirby's Epic Yarn was a new take on the series developed by Goodfeel, who had previously taken the reins for Wario's Wii entry and subsequently the Yoshi's Woolly World games. Told through the lens of a gentle-voiced adult reading a story to a child, this game sees Kirby transported to Patchland, where he loses his copy ability but gains new ways to take challenges on by utilising the thread he is now made out of. Visually beautiful, the gameplay rewards and encourages exploration, but was criticised for its lack of challenge upon release. A small, upgraded version of the game was released as Nintendo's last officially published game for the 3DS, and although the game in general I remembered very fondly, there has never been another outing for this style of Kirby game since their release. So yes, I mean, Kirby keeping up his tradition of like the death knell of a Nintendo console was officially the last 3DS game. Mm-hmm. But let's talk about the original, the Wii game. So, you know, I mentioned, Josh, that it's not a game that I've come back to. And obviously been thinking about the game for this episode. You've been watching a couple of videos and things. And it is 100% a game that I'm going to play with my children in the next kind of year. Like, it's such an accessible game. You know, there's no health system in the game. It's purely to do with ranking. So you collect beads. You're really encouraged to explore levels and collect all these beads, and you can get treasures and things. And you get a rank based on that at the end of the level. And if you take damage, if you fall in a pit, you don't die, you don't lose health, you just lose beads. And that's it. So there is some jeopardy, but it's a very gentle, very rewarding platformer, and I do remember it very fondly. Did you play it when it first came out, Josh, or is it something you came to later? Like, what are your memories of the game?
So the reputation it has for being a very child-friendly game, it basically influences how I came about it, because I remember it being revealed and shown off and coming out and all the reviews saying it's like baby's first game. Yeah. And I wasn't that much of a Kirby fan back then. Like, I knew Kirby through Smash Brothers. I had the original Dreamland, and I had Nightmare in Dreamland on the Game Boy Advance. But that was like it for Kirby. It wasn't really until Superstar Ultra came out on the DS that I started actually being like, oh, actually Kirby's pretty sick. So Epic Yarn getting this sort of review of being a really basic, easy person game just kind of didn't make me bothered to play it. But later on, probably around 2011 or so, I was renting a bunch of games that I didn't own, and then I rented Kirby's Epic Yarn. And part of the reason I did it was just to see what it was like, because at this point I had played stuff like Return to Dreamland and all that. But the other reason was because I have a little sister who's like 9 years younger than me. And I thought, this would be a good game to play with her, because I hear it's a baby game, so we can play it together in multiplayer. So I think.
And then as you were playing, you were just like, get out! I just need to do this thing here. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we played the whole game through together. I think she got bored of it, and I was just like, well, I'm going to finish it. I may as well now. But yeah, that was it. But then, like, I remember coming away from it just thinking, yeah, it was fine. I'm sort of glad I didn't buy it. I do own it now. I think I got a copy at CX relatively cheap. Yeah. But it meant back when Extra Epic Yarn came out, I didn't bother picking that up. Didn't buy that, didn't review that. Just didn't.
I don't think anybody did, because it's worth like
John did,
hundreds of quid if you've got it. Yeah, I mean, like it's so rare. Did you play it when it first came out then, John? Or?
I did. Yeah. It was a really good year for the Wii. That was like Galaxy 2 and Donkey Kong Country Returns and an Epic Yarn.
Man.
I think Punch Out maybe as well.
Yeah, Punch Out
was a
was
really
the same
good
year as Donkey Kong. So
nice. The year of the platformer.
Yeah, you're the platformer.
Punch Out, classic platformer.
I think it's one of those games that, like, when you take it out of its context, because when it's a full price game and it's the first Kirby console game, like mainline since '64, there's a lot of weight against it, and so people judged it on those merits a lot of the time. Like, this is a disappointing return to console for Kirby.
Yeah, he'd had a lot of handheld games, right, in the interim. Yes. Like you got like Squeak Squad and Mass Attack and all that sort of stuff. But yes, this was his like return to consoles.
Yeah, but there's a lot of games like that where you play them now and you get them relatively cheap, and you're like, none of that stuff matters
because it's a good game.
Games get criticized for like being short or having kind of shallow modes, but when you get it really cheap and you just go through it in an afternoon or something, it doesn't matter anymore. You just enjoy what's there. I think Epic Yarn nowadays, it's not like the most exceptional thing ever, but it's fantastic vibes, brilliant visual design, great music, and some really clever gimmicks.
Gentle, yeah.
Yeah, and I like taking Kirby's copy abilities away too. It's like kind of a return to the first Dreamland, but they find ways to make that more interactive. Yeah, there's some clever puzzle solving. I think having some kind of health system would have made the stakes
optional.
Higher.
Even an optional health system. Yeah.
There are no stakes in this game.
Yeah.
And they added like a mode into Extra Epic Yarn, which was like a hard mode.
Devilish mode.
Devilish mode. And it was like literally someone's just chasing you the entire time. Like someone really slow is just chasing you all the time. And this isn't what I meant by some difficulty. This is just annoying.
No, and so I've not experienced it, but been sort of watching about it, and it's something like that. There's a theme that plays when there's a devilish enemy on screen as well, and it just never stops. So you've got that beautiful soundtrack that you're talking about, like kind of gentle piano with a sort of bits of orchestra mixed into it. But then you've got this horrible theme that's just like when there's a sort of devil on screen going, great, I don't want to listen to this. I just maybe want health. And I want slightly harder enemies. I don't want this.
I think Good Feel, they nailed it with Yoshi's Woolly World.
Yes,
everything they're trying to do here. They did it again, but better. They did a proper Yoshi game with stakes, but then kept the delightful vibes of Epic Yarn.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny, we were talking last week about a game that was usurped by Yoshi in Panel de Pon, and we are once again essentially talking about a game that has been usurped and nicked by Yoshi. Because, Good Feel have kind of got their hold now on that series kind of belongs to them, really, the sort of Woolly series of Yoshi games, I guess you could call it. So, I can't really imagine... And I think it's a shame, because I do think it's a nice twist for Kirby. You mentioned briefly, John, like the sort of gameplay things, to sort of elaborate on that a bit. There's the backgrounds and environments, they're all made of fabric, and it's so interactable, but in such clever ways. You can latch, you've got like a whip. Kirby's essentially got a whip that's made of yarn, right? Which is how he sort of pulls enemies in, like undoes enemies, or... there's like maybe it's sort of like almost like a trouser leg which has a button, and then you whip the button and you pull it and it unbuttons, and then that trouser leg like falls down, which gives you a new path to travel through. And I can't think of much else, if anything, before than that had that kind of level of interactivity, but also sort of logical things that you knew right from real life. Oh, there's a zip. I'm going to unzip that by pulling it. It was
there's
very,
some
very
stuff
clever.
In there. Some stuff must have been really hard to program. Like there's things in there where you literally crumple up the terrain, like you just scramble it together, like you pull it and it just folds in on itself.
That's really good.
They pulled it off on the Wii. That's really impressive.
Yeah, like I think that's the big thing about Epic Yarn that sort of cemented its place in like on the Wii, and maybe just in gaming in general, I think it was like the first game that really just looked like that. Like, it was like, we're not going to go for pure visual fidelity. The Wii can't do the same thing that the Xbox and PS3 had. Instead, we can just go straight on the style and aesthetics.
Mm-hmm.
And they pulled off this really, really good-looking yarn game where you want to just touch everything that you see.
Because it feels like trousers.
Yeah.
But it's you're absolutely right. And that's true, you know, I think I really like that stylistic approach, you know, and you have these little cutscenes. The game is so cozy, you know. You have almost like a granddad figure, sort of saying, "Oh, Kirby was wandering through, and he saw an apple, and he ate the apple, and then something popped out of a bush." You know, it's just it's delightful and really lovely. And then you have this interactivity. And the characters, you know, I know we might not have remembered Yin Yarn and Prince Fluff, but when you're playing
we
the
all
game,
remembered Prince Fluff.
We all remember Prince Fluff.
Prince Fluff is the most memorable part of this game, and like a big part of it, and something that I would have been able to get if it came up in the quiz, is just the history behind how this game got made in the first place.
Oh, go on, tell us about it then. I've got a little bit about it, but
yeah, because it's another Dinosaur Planet situation. It's a game that wasn't meant to be a Kirby game. It was Prince Fluff was the main character. It was an original IP. And then Miyamoto came in and was just like, hey, that looks like Kirby.
He's round.
Make it Kirby.
So good.
How often does Miyamoto do that? He goes, that's a little bit like he's blowing on something there. Make him blow.
I'd really like 50% of the profits for this game. Yes, please. Put one of our characters in. I do wonder. So I've read a little bit about that. I couldn't find too much about it, but I wonder if Prince Fluff looked like Prince Fluff then, or if they sort of Kirbified him as well. Because it's clever, right? Because the reason they've made him an outline is to sort of explain why he can't use his copy ability. Because he tries to suck something in, but it goes right through him. So he has to find a different way to kind of operate.
Yeah. But the technical reason is because the Wii couldn't handle anything else with everything else going on.
Stop!
So
it's too much!
And I don't know at what point it became a Kirby game and what point it was still Prince Fluff. But that was the original idea. And I think it's just because if I was working on this, I would be thinking, oh yeah, we're going to have a game with yarn and stuff. Let's have the main character be a yarn ball, and then we'll give him feet and stuff. And then when you look at that, it's like, yeah, that is just Kirby, isn't it?
It's blue Kirby with a crown.
Blue Kirby with a crown.
And thick, luxurious eyebrows. He's a good character. I always feel this with Kirby games, though. There's, we've seen a huge roster in Air Riders coming out tomorrow, and really deep cuts, which I really love. You've got is it DeRoach from Squeak Squad and going, oh my god, where's he been? He's in here. And there was a small part of me that was hoping, like, oh come on, Prince Fluff, surely.
Yeah, where's Prince Fluff, Sakurai?
He's got to be there.
Again, though, that's the problem with Epic Yarn again, specifically because I think every Kirby game, it's the only one that wasn't made by HAL.
Yes.
There was a game called Kid Kirby that wasn't made by HAL, but it got cancelled, so it never came out.
Kid Kirby?
Yeah, it was for the Super Nintendo, I want to say.
I really think of Kirby being a sort of grown-up adult. So I really would love to see this kid
Kirby,
version. Let's not even start to talk about what adult Kirby might entail. The game has a great gimmick. Like the whip mechanic is really good. It's really strong. Great visuals. Let's talk about the Metamorphic. So we could name a couple off the top of our head, and I think as I went through the list, you do go, oh, that one and that one, because they really stick in there. For me, it sort of weirdly feels like a bit of a precursor to mouthful mode, right, John? Do you sort of feel the same? Like he's got the kind of little transformations, but these are like event transformations.
Yeah. It's not just changing Kirby's form; it's basically making him into a vehicle in many areas, like the car mode or that. They're a bit more situational though. Like the mouthful mode ones sort of integrate themselves into a level, whereas these ones they make the level about them.
Yeah, they define the level. Yeah.
But yeah, it's a good parallel though. Yeah.
Your favorite?
My favorite, it's a boring one, but I like that mech at the start because like you tilt the Wii remote as well to sort of aim where the missiles go.
So good. Yeah. How about you, Josh? What do you think? What do you think about the Metamortics transformations after googling them during the quiz?
I didn't remember.
You still got the page up, haven't you?
Like it was in my mind. I had like vague memories of them. Like I had Fire Truck and Rocket in my mind, and the tank one is obviously the most well known because it's the first one. But completely forgot about the others. I did remember the car one, though, when you mentioned it, and I remember that being quite fun. So I'm going to say that's my favourite. Just because it's the only one I remember
barely
fun,
remember,
so.
But remembered enjoying. I did like the side-scrolling sort of cloud shooter one. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, well, that one's like a reference to Kirby's Adventure, I'm pretty sure. Because Kirby's Adventure, like, the final stage just becomes a shmup. For
I can't remember
reasons.
That. I'm sure
it's either Adventure or
right,
Superstar. Maybe it's Superstar. Where it's like a thing, but it's like a little vehicle that Kirby rides with a star on the front that just shoots out other stars.
Yeah,
and I'm pretty sure it's just the same thing in Epic Yarn.
I've got every Kirby game. I went through a real Kirby phase. I've even got. I'm not sure I should show this really, but we didn't get.
He's got
Dreamland. We didn't get Dreamland 3 over here, so I've got like
a prototype right here.
I've got a bootleg Kirby's Dreamland 3 in like an old VHS cassette tape box. I've still got the bag for it from some dodgy internet site, back in the sort of early thousands. Because I think I had the same thing as you guys really. Like I don't think Kirby was particularly massive over here in the sort of late 90s, early 2000s. Like his games were here, and I had Dream Course growing up on the SNES. I played that loads, so that's kind of how I knew Kirby. And then he had a great moveset in Smash 64, drink. But then I played. I think I just started to buy some of his sort of GBA games and DS games, and I bought Superstar, and I was like, oh my god, I love this game and I love this character, and again, this is when you could buy second-hand games super cheap for old consoles. I'd walk into a computer exchange and get a SNES game for $5. It was incredible. So I just sort of hoovered up, no pun intended, hoovered up all the Kirby games and just smashed through them. So I came into this on the back of like really loving the character, and I really enjoyed the change in gameplay for this, and particularly because it always feels like Kirby's been quite. Not like it's pressing you forward, but it's always been like, here, get to the end, get to the end, get to the end. Whereas this was more, take your time, tug at everything, pull at everything, explore and find secrets, which I don't think the Kirby series had really done before. I don't know if you guys agree.
Not like this.
Yeah, like this.
Maybe not to this extent.
Yeah, it's in many ways it makes a lot of sense that they went on to do Yoshi, because a lot of the stuff sort of being described, like the vehicle transformations, were things that were like in the original Yoshi's Island game.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like with dedicated areas for it. So it's funny that they sort of made a light-hearted Yoshi game, but looking like a Kirby game, because
which became a kind of a Yoshi game.
Yeah, which they then were just like, oh, I guess we'll just make a Yoshi game next because that's basically what we've done here.
That damn dinosaur. I think the thing I missed, because the thing I think Kirby games do really well is that kind of difficulty curve when all of a sudden you're going, oh my god, this is a hell game, like towards the end of it. So that's missing for me. We've touched on the 3DS. I mean, John, do you want to sort of add in anything? It's got that kind of devilish mode, and it's got the mini games you mentioned, the sort of fun but slightly forgettable DDD and Meta Knight modes. But do you remember much about the transformations or those other game modes?
Yeah, it's a very forgettable game. So it's they mostly they let you play the original game straight as it was. But then all the new stuff they add is just, it didn't need to be there. It's just like, how do we add stuff to this so we can sell it again? And all of it made it worse.
It's a shame because Yoshi's Woolly World plus Poochie, or whatever way is really good. That one is like actually an improve. Like, I mean, Woolly World was already really good, and this just made it better. So it's so funny that like they did that, and then Extra Epic Yarn made it worse. And arguably, Goodfield hasn't released a good game. Well, a decent game since an amazing game. I think Crafted World and Princess Peach are fine, but they're definitely not Woolly World.
No, they're not that caliber.
Quality. No.
And I don't even know if maybe I'd put them in the same tier as Epic Yarn. Maybe Peach and Epic Yarn are like the same tier.
Bakaru's good.
Yeah, Bakaru's good, but I'm not going to count. That's a different team at Goodfield.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Like Princess Peach, there are so many annoying choices. You know, I'm trying to get to the end of it with my daughter at the moment, and she loves making sure we get every gem on every level. Yeah. So when I miss one, I go, "Oh my god, I've got to do this all over again."
Don't. Trust me, I learned not to worry about getting the collectibles on your first time, because if you want to beat that game, you will be playing it twice through.
Oh god, it's so hard. Oh no, don't. Oh no. Okay, all right. Oh god. Okay, so yeah, like, you know, there are enemies that have little hats, and when you lasso them, they can give you power-ups like the classic sword and things like that. Yeah, it kind of does undo what the game's about, that kind of exploration. The thing for me, you know, I wish they'd kind of done what Forgotten Land has done with this sort of new DLC for it, which was, you know, hey, just give us one more patch. Just find one more patch for Patchland, and then maybe if you want to do copy abilities, you know, make it part of that experience, or give us a new Metamorphics transformation and a new level, which kind of themes around that. It felt quite hollow. It just felt like Nintendo wanted one more game to push out for the 3DS, and sort of went, this is it, you know. The thing I worry about, you know, I think Kirby's Epic Yarn has kind of fallen out of the consciousness a bit, because it has been, that release was 10 years ago. You know, this game was 15 years ago. And I worry, actually, thinking, you know, well, we've got GameCube games on NSO, but really it's not a very accessible game to play now either, you know, unless you have a Wii, or you're one of the 8 people that still has a Wii U. It's not, you know, it's not an experience that's actually easy to come by now either.
Mm-hmm. Or you have $1,000 to shell out for the 3DS version.
Yeah. Oh no, thank you. Just buy the Wii one. It's cheap. You can still find it cheap. You can still get a Wii cheap. We're going to do a new episode of the Wee Boys soon. It's not going well, guys. It's not going well. We'll catch up next week. Okay, so yes, you know, I think we all agree it's a delightful game. It's got a lot of sort of interesting things to it. It's fun to explore. It's fun to play. The characters are lovely. Not loads of challenge, but it's not really what it's about. And you know, yeah, a shame that it's not come back. But luckily, we have a new president at Nintendo. It's Josh Goldie, because Josh won the quiz. But we are the board, Josh, and we demand that you bring back Kirby's Epic Yarn and that you make it a success. So please, we haven't had the fist for a long time, John.
Bring it back.
Bring it back now. And you make it a success. And please tell us how do you plan to do it?
All right. So we love the Woolly Star. We all love it, the Woolly World.
We love it.
Fantastic stuff. We've done it a few times though now. I think with Crafted World, we might have pushed it a bit too far. I think people are getting a bit dull now of overusing that star, and especially as we're going to jump it back to Kirby for a bit. Maybe we should change things up, I think. So, we know what worked really well? Robobot, all right? And in Robobot, they were like, why don't we just do the opposite of what we did for Triple Deluxe? So I'm out here thinking, what's the opposite of yarn? All right, we're gonna.
So it's very broad.
Let me set the scene, okay?
Is the opposite of yarn.
Let me set the scene.
Plate, metal. What
Kirby's chilling. He's got in front of him a nice juicy apple. He goes to take a bite. Clunk. What is this? Knock, knock, knock. It's made of wood. Oh my god, everything's around is turning to wood. The evil wizard Oak Bloke has descended from the sky.
That's great.
And is turning the world into wood. He was called upon by Wispy Woods, who was so tired of being bullied and everyone stepping on his roots, that now everyone is going to be turned into... And the star we're going for is like one of those woodblock stars. Have you seen the My Mario toys? The ones that are coming out? It's that, but it's Kirby. And when they animate, it like sort of just jumps between the two of the different sprites instead as it moves along. And we're just going to make this fun little Kirby platformer, but everything is made out of wood. Everything is... It's all children's toy blocks. It's trees. It's tables... It's other wood things. Like you can have.
Okay, yeah, all right. So we've got Oak Bloke. So he's turning. Is it Dreamland or is it?
Yes,
I love Oak Bloke so much. He's turning Dreamland into wood.
He's turning Dreamland into wood, and because it's made of wood, now Kirby's like painted onto a wood block. Basically, he can't suck anything up.
Okay.
Will there be usual wood hazards, like maybe a wood chipper?
Yes.
Or an open flame?
We'll have yes, that is true. We will have anything that can snap wood. There'll be a saw, there'll be a drill, a screw driver, a toolbox.
Drill into
basically.
Kirby. That's horrendous. You can't give this to children. Just be like, here's your hero. That's absolutely horrendous.
It's going to be the aesthetic. Like, we're going to see things that are all sort of DIY'd together and stuff like this. And of course, all the enemies have also got to be made of wood. So we'll have, like, the Waddle Dees will also be made of wood. But we'll have different types of wood, because there's different types of wood out there. So the weaker enemies are brittle and almost sawdusty, and they get knocked down. But then the harder ones... What?
Balsa D. That works, right? Balsa D instead of Waddle Dee.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks, guys, for the silence that met my suggestion.
What is he speaking?
Is there something wrong with George right now? I don't know. Right. No, but, do you know what? Carry on. I'm just not going to say anything. Carry on with your pitch. So wooden enemies.
Yeah,
you were just about to say though that the copy ability's gone. So like, how are you taking on these enemies? How does Kirby work now?
So the way Kirby works now is you got to pick up blocks of wood and chuck them. It's all about yeah, because you can't wrap yourself around or anything like that. So you have to use your hard wooden body to smash through everything. So you now have to roll into stuff. You now have to pick up blocks and throw blocks at people.
Right.
You got to... Yeah, basically just that, really. The one problem with this idea is that wood is very unmalleable, but we're sticking to our guns, damn it. We're gonna...
So in Epic Yarn, if you like double tap run, you turn into a car. If you press jump again in the air, you get that little parachute. Is any of that stuff carrying over to your wood vision?
It's all... Everything's going to be painted on. So, like... No, I guess no.
I don't think you
no. The answer is no, because it wouldn't work if like we can do subtle changes to the wood block.
Yep.
But we can't like morph the wood block because that's not how wood works. So
yeah. Fine.
Yeah. So Kirby's back to a moveset of he can run like a regular Kirby game.
Yeah. Can
he fly? Does he have a mid-air maneuver?
No, he can't fly because wood can't fly. So
true.
So that's part of the difficulty change on this. He can't fly. It's basically just a platformer, but he can.
Can we clip out? He can't fly because wood can't fly.
But he can.
Anything that Kirby does.
He can float. He can float on water.
But wood can't. Oh, wood can float.
Wood can float.
Wood can float.
Yeah, wood can
Depends
float.
on the wood.
Exactly. And Kirby's a very light form of wood.
He's a light wood.
wood. So
totally logically sound. I think you were saying. Are we having? So we've got Oak Bloke, exceptional. Are we having? Is somebody coming? Because obviously in the first game we go to Patchland to help Prince Fluff. Is anybody coming to Dreamland to help Kirby, like a Pinocchio style character or anything like that?
Yes. Yes.
As you care to elaborate?
Any other wood puns you got in?
Yes.
Yes. What we're gonna get is Kirby's gonna get a little dog companion now, and his name is gonna be Bark. Yeah. You stole.
Very good. Okay. Excellent.
Yes. So Bark, the little dog companion that Kirby can run around. That gives player 2 a slightly different way of playing as well. Only slightly though, because I mean Kirby can't do copy abilities or fly or anything like that, and neither can the dog. So
okay, so here's my issue. So obviously we don't have like copy abilities in Epic Yarn, but we do have like some form of transformation and stuff. So what makes this sort of uniquely Kirby? What is it about this game that makes you go like, okay, it's a different kind of Kirby game, but I can see that it's a Kirby game?
Okay, so we're gonna have transformations like I can't actually remember what they called again in Epic Yarn. The
Metamortex or something mad.
Yes.
Yeah, that might be a real word, I don't know.
And that's because inside of Kirby is a little seed. and when it gets a bit of water on it, he'll grow into different types of trees.
Oh, that's cool.
And he'll become different types of trees, and then he's like he really is Wispy Woods at that point. And you'll get different things around, like you'll have a tree that walks from left to right, like that one Kirby time Wispy Woods did that in Dreamland 3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's creepy when he does that.
Yes. And knock down apples and stuff. There'll be one where you're trying to shoot up like bamboo, and you're launching up
that's great.
At different speeds. One with loads of vines, where you're like
some sort of like
gripping
weeping willow, where you've got to bend a lot or something.
Yes, a weeping willow. That's a good idea. I like it.
This.
Other trees, I wish I could. I wish I knew enough about trees, to be honest.
My tree knowledge is shamefully poor. Like some sort of like cherry blossom, pink petal.
Yeah, we'll have a cherry blossom one. Maybe
classic sakura.
Maybe he turns cherry blossom tree, and then all the little petals are like little Kirby's. And it's like mass attack.
There we go.
And then we get like flows of Kirby's.
That was so beautiful. I nearly made me want to cry a little bit. I feel genuinely touched by that. John, any more questions for this pitch?
I don't think I have that many more questions. Is the flat going to return? Are we going to customize our little wooden flat?
Ooh. Can you make furniture for your? Can you make furniture by shaving your brethren? Like just take your tree and maiming it into some furniture.
No, we're not getting a flat, but we are getting an art studio where you can get little stamps.
A woodblock art studio.
Yeah, you can like make little art on a big.
Is it like
wall
DK Artist, where you get to sculpt things?
From the main menu, you get a wood carver.
Yeah.
It starts with woodblock Kirby, and you can just go to town.
Excellent. Right. My final questions are: who's developing it?
Good Feel.
What's it called?
Good Feel is developing
It's
it.
Good Feel.
Mm-hmm.
What's it called?
It is called Kirby's Epic Wood.
No, you can't call it his Epic Wood. I have to veto that.
The board
cannot call it his Epic Wood, Josh. No, it will not get rated and released. You cannot call it that.
I don't see the problem. It's play on Epic Yarn.
What are you talking about?
It's play on Epic Yarn.
Is it though?
God. Especially if you've got him like on the box shooting up his bamboo. You can't
I didn't say that.
Call it his Epic Wood. Oh my god. Fine. Kirby's Epic Wood. Fine. Okay. Okay. Developed by Goodfield. I want to know about the. So is Oak Bloke the final boss, or is Wispy Woods the real final boss?
No, I think Wispy Woods is going to be a recurring boss. And then for the final encounter, he'll realise that he was foolish to wish for everyone to turn into trees. And he will team up with Kirby to take down Oak Bloke.
A redemption story.
Yes, a redemption. And then they'll be friends. And then they'll share. And then Wispy will give Kirby a bunch of apples in the end. And Kirby will finally get to eat his apple.
Lovely.
Yes.
John, any final questions about Kirby's Epic Wood?
I'm going to pre-order right now.
Good.
Damn straight.
Oh, good God. Do you know what? Beautiful moments. I mean, transforming into different types of trees. I dig it. I think it'd be, and I think you're right. People are maybe a bit fatigued on the old fabric thing. So yeah, all right. Kirby's Epic Wood. John, you are now the president of Nintendo, but we are still the board, and we still demand that you bring back Kirby's Epic Yarn, but you make it a success. So please tell us, how do you plan to do it?
Okay, so Kirby's Epic Yarn, massive success, global phenomenon. We are going to continue it right now. However, the Yarn franchise has moved on. We've gone 2.5D with Woolly World. We've allowed you to flip the level in Crafted World. We're basically going 3D with that. So we've been dipping our toes in. Peach Showtime gone full 3D. We are gonna flip to a brand new dimension. We are basically following what Forgotten Land did. We're giving you a brand new 3D Kirby game in Kirby's Crochet Carnage.
Yes!
Everything is made out of crochet in fully 3D crochet. and we're basically going to evolve Epic Yarn, all those mechanics, into 3D. So there's no copy abilities. You're able to go up to Waddle Dees, use your little whip thing, and make them into a big little round thing that goes above your head. You're going to crochet them into a little ball. And we think this is actually going to address part of the criticisms of Forgotten Land. Because in that game, you got copy abilities, but they were more limited than prior games because it's 3D. So every copy ability basically had like 2 moves. In the prior games they had tons. So we're just going to get rid of all of that. Everything is going to become a projectile, just like an Epic Yarn. So we're going to address the problems that 3D Kirby has had by basically not having them. And I don't know how much you guys know about crochet, but when you restart a crochet piece...
I don't even know how to spell it. I was going to ask you how to spell it.
I think it's
C-R-O-C-H-E-T. I don't know.
Is that crochet?
That looks like that's what I've written.
Yeah, but when you do crochet and you're not happy with your piece and want to start again, you call it frogging. Okay? It's called frogging.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
And so the main villain of this game is called Frogger. And not legally distinct from Konami's Frogger, but Frogger wants to unravel everything in the crochet world, and Kirby's not having any of that at all. Kirby's going to make his way through each land, and at the end, Frogger has been found undoing a classic Kirby enemy from its crochet form. So let's say DDD's there. He has been amputated. He has been turned into a wiry mess of wool. And Kirby's like, that's no good, Frogger. But that corruption of unraveling has made him evil. And so you've got to take down these classic Kirby enemies in their half-mutated crochet form.
Just King B now. No more DDD.
Yeah.
Unravel that.
Unlike Epic Yarn, there is a health system this time around. So we're learning from Woolly World. We're basically making a full-on Kirby game rather than stepping our toe in there. So all the usual abilities of Kirby, the health system is back from Forgotten Land. It's basically it's Forgotten Land without the copy abilities, but with a lot more Epic Yarn throwing, Epic Yarn transformations, and all of that, and a lot more crochet.
Okay.
Nice.
Metamorphics coming back?
Of course it is. It is. We're also going to have some of those where you go towards the camera Crash Bandicoot style. You could be running away from things, maybe.
Okay.
The crochet ball.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Is Prince Fluff back?
Oh, he's back. That guy's back. Yeah, he's here, and he's this time around. He's got a new necklace.
He has a neck.
A beaded necklace?
He has a neck.
A beaded necklace? Is he saying, Kirby, why did you never... I gave you the damn sock and you never visited in 15 years. He would be. He should be. So he's come... So Prince Fluff has come to help. So basically, are you crocheting Dreamland back together? He's turned it into crochet. Yes. Frogger has turned it into crochet. He's unraveling it, but just to cause chaos, but you have to crochet it back. Yes, and then somehow turn it back to its regular Dreamland.
Yes, so in Yoshi's Woolly World, there's like a 3D world map you can explore, and it's the same here in the world map before each level. And at the end of the world, you'll see that it has been frogged, so you cannot get to the next part of land until it's been put back together. And you do that by defeating the frogged boss at the end, and then they'll help you stitch the world back together.
Okay.
Who's it developed by?
Good feel.
Okay.
So
any questions, Josh?
Visual style. How does Kirby and Prince Fluff and all the enemies look? Compared to crochet. So they're not like Epic Yarn's 2D.
Yeah, they're not. In Epic Yarn, they were like unfilled, right? They were just like outlines. Yeah, they're all filled. So think of Yoshi's Woolly World. He's not that way. He's crochet. It's gonna be like that.
Yeah. Okay.
So
fair.
Those Yoshi and Poochie shorts they did.
Yeah.
It's going to look like that.
Okay.
They almost like stop motion animation to it, kind of.
Cool.
Not to sound like a Philistine here.
Yeah, sure.
Is that what crochet is? I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure I know what crochet is. It's just woolly stuff.
Yeah. Crochet, you get your wool. You get your wool. You do the old patterns, and you can make
just like that.
Yeah,
good hand
things out of them.
Just like that.
You've got stitches you can do.
Advanced knitting.
You got Yeah, there's
Okay.
a distinction between crochet and knitting. Don't ask me what it is. You can use crochet to make 3D objects, or you can use it to make blankets.
Yeah.
Fine. I'm on board. I understand.
The 3D
Okay.
printing of the past.
That's how they should advertise crochet. Crochet, the 3D printing of the past. So we've got the return of
Do they advertise crochet?
This is if they did, we would know more about it.
You got those big crochet billboards around your area.
Are we releasing Amiibo?
Oh, you know it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Prince
should do.
Fluff, the first in the line.
Nice.
We are going to overstock him to hell and back because we're expecting a lot of demand for Prince Fluff.
Yeah, understandable.
Oh my God.
I would be.
So when I went through my Kirby phase, my wife and I used to make. Oh, I can't believe I haven't got it out. We used to make Kirby's from like little wooden beads, and like I've made one of her. She's made one of me with my hair, like all this like
epic
script
beads.
and all that kind of stuff. And we made one of Prince Fluff because we both love Prince Fluff. So it's I'll try and post a picture up on BlueSky once this episode goes out. And I will maybe I'll make a little Kirby of both of you guys. Who knows? Why not? So Prince Fluff, tell me a little bit more about Frogger. Like, does he look like a frog? How legally distinct is he?
So yeah, he looks like a frog, and
Just a real frog.
very similar proportions to Frogger.
Yeah.
But we can argue Frogger's not made of crochet, though, is he? So this is.
So Frogger is made of crochet then, as well.
Yeah, but he hates all other crochet. He can't stand it. He wants to be the only crochet being in the world.
If he wants to be the only crochet being in the world, why didn't he just not turn Dreamland into crochet?
Oh, he's
Because he's mad. He's mad. He's hopping mad.
It's Frogger's curse. Wherever he goes, things get crocheted. But he doesn't like crochet.
Oh, brilliant.
There's depth to this character. He doesn't want this life.
Self-loathing makes
Yeah,
sense.
he doesn't want any of this, and so it's actually Kirby's not only going to stop him, he's going to give him therapy.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
That's what Kirby does best.
Just going, like one says taking notes. Okay, so we've got a day-to-day classic, like we talked about classic characters of being uncrocheted. So, all right, so you're crocheting the world back together. Does it, after you fix a bit of Dreamland, does it become Dreamland proper again, or does it only happen at the end when you've saved everywhere?
Yeah, not until everything's stitched back together.
Okay.
Yeah,
and then do we get classic Kirby at the end, or not? Or is it fully crochet Kirby for the whole game?
In the final level, Kirby will manage to escape his crochet form. And for that final set piece, you'll have full-on Kirby abilities. So you'll be able to suck up all the other crochet and then spit it back out as not crochet.
Okay. That makes sense. That makes sense to me.
Yeah. And again, that answers
questions,
what my other question was going to be, and that's in modern Kirby nowadays goes extremely hard. For no reason.
The Frogger's going to turn into an urgent horror. He's going to be horrific.
He's going to be Froggered, and then the result is going to be
some evil thing. Yeah, that's just going to murder you instantly. I don't think I've got any more questions. Do you have the flat? Does the flat come back? Do we have any mini games?
The flat's here. Fully 3D, and you can also see your friends' flats.
Yeah.
So you can explore what they've done, and have a look at how they've organised all the stuff they've collected.
So,
as for mini games, you know what? We feel our package is strong enough to not need it.
Fair enough.
Fair. So I've got one question. Are we not concerned that the original Epic Yarn was seen so much as a game shooting quite young that this might now be too difficult?
No, because those people who played Epic Yarn have now grown up. We're growing up with them, so their gaming abilities have evolved as time has gone on with the game.
I see. Okay, all right, makes sense.
That's deep. All right. Any
Imagine being at a board meeting and just going, "Yeah, that's deep, man.
That's deep, man.
I like that.
That's one deep president.
Any final questions for John, Josh?
No, I think that pretty much sums everything up. I can't think of. Is Meta Knight in the game?
He's there. Yeah. It's a pretty safe pull, isn't it? It's Epic Yarn in 3D, but we haven't got the health system.
Is Bandana Waddle Dee there?
Traditional. Oh yeah, he's there.
All the classics. All the classics. Kirby's Crochet Carnage. Yes, a fully 3D sequel to Kirby's Epic Yarn. All right, we are short on time. I'm going to throw in my final pitch. So mine is Kirby Cross Prince Fluff Return to Patchland. So it's a play on the Kirby series. So yes, I want to do a sequel to the original game. I think enough time has passed. Like you said, John, we've sort of moved into 2.5D with these other sort of crafty games, so I'm not sort of too worried about that treading on their toes. So in this game, though, I want it to be that Kirby has gone back to Patchland, but the star of the game is Prince Fluff. So Prince Fluff is the character that you'll be taking charge of. He's got more moves than the original Kirby. He's like got the crown toss, the sort of King K. Rool style crown toss where he can throw it away. He's got the whip ability, obviously all the abilities that Kirby had. The twist here is that the game essentially has two stories that knit together. So you've got Prince Fluff gameplay, which is kind of classic Kirby's Epic Yarn gameplay, but then you've also got Kirby gameplay. So Kirby has retained his shape this time in Patchland, and you're sort of off on your own little path, and then you meet together to take on Bully Wooly, the son of Yin Yan, who is trying to once again sort of take over. It's quite story light. He's just trying to take over Dreamland again and turn it into Patchland. And then, you've got other characters as well. So, Day-to-Day's there, Meta Knight are there. And I feel like you want to sort of have options to explore with them. Do I want them there? I think there would probably be sort of free DLC later on. But because I want it to be a return to Epic Yarn with Prince Fluff at the helm. It's his game. But it's been a while since we had a classic 2D Kirby platformer, and I think they're very good games. I really miss them. I think they're really nice. So I want to have the classic transformation gameplay, but this game is going to feature 20 never before seen transformations for Kirby that are all kind of wool based somehow. So to sort of make it distinct from other 2D platforming Kirby games. And that's it. They set off on their adventure. There are kind of modes to make it hard if you want. You can do the sort of bead collecting mode where that's the damage, or you can have health. Or you can do devilish mode, but done right, where you just have harder enemies and more health and not annoying singing enemies that don't sing, but annoying enemies that just have a jingle on screen all the time when you're there. Something with a really steep difficulty curve if you want to. Bully Wooly gets pretty nasty. I mean, that's it. It sounds really basic, but I think I really loved the game, and I think it's a really lovely game to share with younger players, because it is rewarding. There is exploration, but it isn't too brutal. So also, to be able to... and maybe you can have 2-player for each of these different strands of the game. So, you can have 2-player on the Prince Fluff campaign and have Yarn Kirby. He makes a little Kirby out of Yarn to sort of go with him. Or if you're Kirby, you find a magic apple that transforms into Prince Fluff, but kind of apple-fied. I don't know why. That just feels right for some reason. So you've got a solid Prince Fluff who's kind of appley. Instead of a crown, he's got like a crown of apple stalks out of his head. It's quite nightmarish. Who goes around with him, and you can play 2-player on that. That's it. Simple. A simple sequel. We have time for a few questions from the board about Kirby Cross Prince Fluff Return to Patchland. A title so memorable I had to read it.
So the 20 transformations, are these like the copy abilities? Or are these like the meta, whatever?
No. So for the Kirby, it's more sort of classic Kirby gameplay. So, you can inhale an enemy that's like a zip, and then there are like zip things that go along the level, and you can... Like Kirby becomes a zip, basically, or something, and like attaches to it to zip along certain things. Yeah, or I don't know. Maybe it's more simple. Like if there is an enemy that's woolly, then like you suck that in, and then you do have like a lasso. You have that kind of classic lasso that he has. Something like that. So like themed around kind of clothed enemies and enemies that are kind of familiar from Epic Yarn for his transformation.
And does Prince Fluff get equal treatment on the ability side, or is this just a Kirby thing?
Oh no, Prince Fluff has all the old Metamortexes and more. He's now got a pogo stick Metamortex, and he's got one that changes him into a bat. I've been playing a lot of Wario Land 3 recently, and just he's got new ones from the game. But yeah, he gets the special treatment. He gets the royal treatment as Prince Fluff. He gets all new Metamortexes to explore the game, and they're a bit more open in terms of how you explore them as well, not sort of tied into an event, so to speak, in the game.
Using the power of HD Rumble 2.
Ooh.
Will I feel differences of material whenever attacking or picking up an enemy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know how HD Rumble is going to give you the feeling of silk between your fingers, but we'll make it work.
Impressive.
We'll make it work. Yeah.
And Bully Wooly's in here. Is Willy Wooly in here anywhere?
Willy Wooly is Bully Wooly's his player too. So maybe when Kirby and Prince Fluff come together at the end to take him on, he then makes a solid version of himself like Kirby, and that's Willy Wooly, and he's Bully Wooly.
Okay.
And so you get Willy bullied.
Does Willy Wooly have to be the solid version?
Yeah, does he have to be the hard version of this?
I think we need to call it a day. Yes. But Willy Wooly is Willy Wooly is unfortunately the solid one, and Bully Wooly.
It can't be reversed now.
Maybe not.
It's cemented in the annals.
Maybe Willy Wooly is the yarn one, and Bully Wooly is solid. Maybe we'll have to test it with the test audiences. But yes, a return to Patchland and a return to the classic gameplay with Willy Wooly and Bully Wooly. There you have it. 3 ways you could bring back the Kirby's Epic Yarn series of games. But do you like Josh's Kirby's Epic Wood? Take on Oak Bloke as he turns Dreamland to wood at the behest of Wispy Woods. A woodblock style, this platformer sees the copy abilities once again gone and replaced with the new mechanic of smashing into things and picking up wood. Allied with a dog called Bark, transform Kirby into different kinds of trees to save Dreamland once again. With the woodblock art studio to boot. This is developed by Goodfeel. Or do you like John's Kirby's Crochet Carnage, a fully 3D sequel to Epic Yarn that opens up the limitations that were felt in Forgotten Land by giving the player lots of freedom to take on Frogger, a crochet enemy whose unravelling of classic enemies has turned them evil. With the help of Prince Fluff, re-ravel the world back together and restore Dreamland to its former glory, also developed by Goodfeel. Or do you like George's Kirby Cross Prince Fluff Return to Patchland? A Prince Fluff focused platforming 2D adventure with a side story for Kirby in the classic vein of 2D Kirby games, with lots of exploration, challenge, a steep difficulty curve, and a classic new enemy in Willy Wooly and Bully Wooly. Or do you have a better idea yourself? Let us know in the comments below. While you're there, please do like and subscribe. It will help us to grow. You can find us all over on BlueSky. I'll put the links in the description. And you can also check out our Patreon, where we post bloopers and our bonus podcast, The Wee Wee Boys, all about my quest to build a handheld Wii. It's not going well. John, thank you very much for being with us today. How do you feel about Kirby's Epic Yarn, having spoken about it?
I feel tremendous, and I'm eyeing out that Pokemon Mini behind you. I'm not sure I've spotted that before. Look at that. Look at that Pokemon Mini next to the Virtual Boy.
Hey, have you played one? Would you like to borrow it?
I'm going to steal it.
Yeah, I've got 2. I think I've got another one somewhere.
Damn. I don't think I've ever touched a Pokemon Mini, to be honest.
No, I don't think I have either.
Yeah. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it on the pod because they're terrible little games on a terrible little console. Yes, I've got such obscure random nonsense. I will lend you both the Pokemon Mini. Josh, how do you feel about Kirby's Epic Yarn, having chatted about it?
Yep, I can truly feel after our pitches that this is a game that has aged up with its audience. For sure.
Yes. I don't think we should delve into that any further. Thank you very much for being with us, both of you two. And of course, thank you very much for listening. But for now, that's game over. Goodbye.